2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 ways that I'm addicted to him. Logically, it would make sense for me to start at the beginning, but that's impossible, being that there are so many singular things about him that make me want to drown in his presence. Like, I love his mouth, and the way he forms his words so perfectly that they fit my ears like master keys, freeing me from the shackles that these average cats have left behind. His voice glides over me like sunlight, snaking down my spine, turning my golden skin red delicious every time he calls me baby. But then I also love his hands and the way all 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those fingers help us come together to a place where the language is so sinful that we pray for punishment for speaking in a tongue long forgotten, writing love songs in invisible ink on each other's necks until our love erupts on tummies thick and heavy like honey, smiling at each other for premature injections because, hell, our love is so sweet that sometimes it bees like that. Still, it's not just sexual because I love how that man inspires me. But see, he doesn't just inspire me to write love poems, but to live my life to the fullest, because the better I am, the better we are. I want to grab life by the back of the neck and seize it all with one hand while painting pictures for him with the other of what life could be like if we lived it for each other, not giving a damn what other people think, because we remember that love is not for the weak of heart, and on its worst days, it's not even for the romantic. But we signed up for it holding hands and grinning at the thought of spending our Sunday mornings making up for any foolishness that might have happened the night before. See, he consumes me. He devours me, he dominates me, and he needs me. He infects me and influences me. I find myself walking to the rhythm of his breathing. I want to show him that love is playing tap-tap in the middle of a bed littered with comic books. I want to wax poetic about his blunt rolling skills while we watch bootleg movies so we can afford to go out someplace nice every once in a while. I want to talk baby names with him without him thinking I'm trying to get pregnant. I want to fall asleep next to him and sleep hard just like I do at home, not caring if I pass gas or not, because, hell, there's more room out than there is in, and I'm really not going to feel like getting freaky in the morning if I'm sleepy and my stomach hurts, but even if I felt like that, I'll bust a move for him because that's my baby. I just want to see him laugh every day for the rest of my life. See, every time we part ways, I slip my heart in his back pocket, so I'm always with him, whether he knows it or not. Most days I miss him more than I do it, because before I gave it to him, it was already lost to me, buried deeply under self-doubt and bitterness. And even though I was surrounded by dogs, none of them niggas can help me track it down. I looked from one father figure to the next, trying to fill that hole that had been left behind, until the day he walked up and said my name like it was always meant to be said. So even though he's not my man, I'm his woman because he completes me. And even though he belongs to the world, I belong to him because he gave me my smile back without demanding my soul in return. And yeah, I might be foolish because I've been through this scenario enough to know that in the end, the good woman never wins. The new one does. But where is it written that love has to be permanent to be real? Who says destiny and forever are related? Who says that he doesn't deserve me in his life like I deserve him in mine to heal identical wounds that affect us in different ways? See, I have no purpose other than to give love, and sometimes it hurts and sometimes it's confusing, but who the hell says love has to look and feel a certain way? Love is a truth that cannot be confounded by issues. Love is a state where euphoria is automatic. Love is what it is, and it always will be. Love is him, lifting me high from every smile and igniting me in every sigh he's ever sighed. Love is walking around with the back of my fro all fucked up because he couldn't keep his hands out of it, and me not wanting to fix it because it just reminds me that he was there. Love is a constant series of chemicals released into the bloodstream, including pheromones, serotonin, and dopamine, that lead to side effects such as increased heart rate, loss of appetite, and sleep, and an intense feeling of excitement. So love is like crack. And if that's true, his smile was my gateway drug, and the sound of him snoring in contentment, hell, that's the dragon I chase every day. I would sell my mother's DVD player to wake up next to him and trade heaven just to go to sleep with my face buried in his chest. I would inject his voice into my bloodstream so I could feel him laugh every time my heart beats. You could try to stage an intervention, but I would decline because rehab is for quitters, and I already spend enough time alone trying to figure out how to get my next hit of him. So I stand before you proof that an addict is not always skinny and shaking, dirty or disheveled. Sometimes it's more than frantic days and sleepless nights, hot showers alone, and too many wet pillows. Addiction can look just like me. And in the absence of a cardboard sign pleading my case for your spare change, I'll just tell you that if you listen closely enough, you can hear my heart beat his name in Morse code. And if you see my eyes close and roll back into my head, don't shake me. Just try to understand that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 working senses, and all of them are addicted to him. Oh. support that y'all show me on Facebook. If Darius Lewis is in the house, see me over on the side and address me and say everything that you said in my inbox to my face, because I'm here. I'm just saying. To everybody else, I love you. Thank you for coming out and showing me love.